Hey guys, and welcome back to the Untitled channel, and there's your play ratings video of Luton 2, Chelsea 3. Obviously, if you did watch my match review, then you'll know that I am recording this on the day that we just beat Luton Town 3-2 in the FA Cup 5th round, and obviously it's coming out on the next day, 12 o'clock. That's when this video should be out, and later on you should expect a Roman Abramovich dedicated video. Well, not really a dedicated video, just a video about him, announcing they sell the club. We're gonna read out the statement, talk about it. There could be new updates on, which owners, which billionaires are gonna want to buy the club, because I'm guessing there will be a bidding war, and that's what Roman's gonna want, because he's gonna want as much money as possible. But we'll get into all of that stuff for tomorrow. Obviously I will record that tomorrow. But yeah, let's think about the player ratings right now. Obviously starting in goal, Kepa. I'm gonna give him a 6 for today. If I'm being honest with you, in the first half, I would say when it comes to the goals, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything about the header. And then the second one, you could blame him, but at the same time, it is a good finish. I'm not gonna go on to him too much for that. The one thing I was annoyed with him is his playing out from the back wasn't great today. His build up wasn't good as much, and he felt like he was under pressure on the ball a lot of the time. So yeah, in the second half it was a lot better. His distribution was quality, so yeah, fair play. But I'll give him a 6 for today. Move on now to the back three, starting off with Antonio Rudiger. I'm gonna give him an 8 for today. Solid performance. Did what he had to do. The only one that looked up for it out of the whole defense today, in terms of willing to, get dirty, get physical, putting tackles, interceptions, all of that. And in terms of also trying to find Lukaku on a consistent basis, he was the only one trying to do that, Rudiger, because I felt like nobody else was doing that to find Lukaku. Lukaku was making runs, he was asking for the ball to be put in the box, and Rudiger did try his best to do that. Some of the crosses didn't come off well in terms of quality of the cross, but hey, at least he tried to find him, so that gives him ratings. He gets an 8. Reuben Loftus-Cheek, I'm going to talk about him now. Look, at the end of the day with Reuben, I'll give him an 8.5, because I did think his second half contribution was massive to our win. I felt in the first half it was you know what, he tried. Maybe I was too critical of him in my match review now, thinking about it. Like, at the end of the day, he was playing a position that's not his position. And you know what, defensively, yeah, where was he for the second goal? I've got no idea. It was a counter-attack, but I think, when it came to set pieces, when it came to getting physical, I thought him building out from the back was brilliant as well. In the second half, he just started oozing. He just started showing his skill set, his quality, and when he moved to midfield, he was even better. He was getting out of tight situations. He was showing his press resistance. He was very calm on the ball. His dribbling ability, his skill set as well, doing certain skills just to get out of situations that quickly. So yeah, fair play to him. The only criticism I had before he started oozing with the passing was his passing in general, because a lot of the time he'd get out of situations with his dribbling, and then I'm like, pass the ball, there's runners, and he's not passing the ball, and it was getting under my nerves. So that was something I was annoyed with him at. But he did start showing that quality on the ball. He pinged the ball for Timo Werner and got the goal, and obviously he's the one that found Timo Werner, who ended up getting the assist for Lukaku. So fair play to him in terms of that, Reuben Loftus-Cheek. So yeah, I'll give him an 8.5 for that. We move on to the other centre back, Malang Sarr. Oh, mate, where do we start with this guy? Fuck me, bruv. As much as he was in good form in January when he was playing at left back, at the end of the day, one thing I always stuck by about this guy, and I said it since even when he was appearing in his first appearances for Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, I always said it. This guy is not good on the ball. He is not good on the ball. He is awful on the ball. Oh my God. Every time we went to him down that left-hand side, the guy would ping it and he'd go out for a throwing. A throwing, bro. Sometimes I'm thinking, who are you even passing to? No wonder they kept on targeting him every single time. I mean, he nearly done a Plymouth. You know what? You know when we faced Plymouth in the FA Cup, the last round, and how we conceded that penalty? Not only did he literally pass the ball to the attacker and he ran through on goal and conceded the penalty, he literally nearly did the same thing again. He literally passed it to the opposition player. Now, luckily, he done it with a recovery tackle. But like I said, on the ball, awful. Defensively, don't even get me started, bruv. At fault for both the goals. The first one, he's not aggressive enough. He doesn't clearly challenge his man that he's marking, that ended up scoring the goal. Where is he for the goal? And then the second one, like I said in my match review, everyone was trying to play him offside. Well, if he's going to play him offside because you're the last man, do it early. You have to do it early because he's going to make the run eventually. So you have to do it early. Or if you think it's too late, don't do it and just make the run with him and make sure you deal with him one-on-one. He effed up both times. So, yeah, man. He's not someone I've always rated on the ball, but I thought defensively, at least he's aggressive, at least he's got a bit of pace. But Jesus Christ, man, that just shows, like, for me, there's definitely other players that have left the club who are better than him, like Tomori and Gehi. They're better than him, Yet look at the minutes he's getting. I mean, Gehi or Tomori this season, if we had them, could have been a much more useful. Do you know what I mean? And again, Colwill for me should come in next season and take his place because clearly he's not good enough for me. As much as I praised him in the past, I've always said on the ball, not good enough. He plays it too safe, and yeah, on the ball, awful, awful, awful. But yeah, for me, he gets a 4 for today. Probably the worst player on the pitch. In fact, he gets a 3. He was the worst player on the pitch for me today. We move on now quickly to Kennedy at left wing back. What's there to say? Gets a 5. He didn't do anything bad, but it's not like he did anything good. He was on set pieces. His set piece delivery was poor. I didn't really see him get forward too much. I didn't see a single cross into the box from open play. But defensively, they didn't really target him like that down that side. So it's like, I can't really get onto him because there was nothing wrong with him defensively because they weren't targeting him. But at the same time, I mean, we were barely playing the ball. We were barely playing the ball down his side at left wing back. We were always building up with Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount down the other side. So it's like, I can't really go onto Kennedy like that. It was a nothing game from him. There was nothing good he did, but there was nothing bad he did. So gets a 5. Hudson-Odoi down the other side though, flipping heck, mate. He gets a 4, man. He was poor today. Now, before I start, he's not a right wing back. I don't like him playing there, yeah. But the reason why I'm annoyed with him is because, one, I didn't see him putting a single cross into the box, and his crossing is normally quite good. And I did not see him take a player on once. I didn't see him beat his man once. He didn't even attempt one take on. Like I said in my match review, I'd be surprised if there's a stat saying that he did have a take on attempted. Because I didn't see it. Again, a nothing game from him, just like Kennedy. But the difference is he was on the ball a lot more than Kennedy was. He was involved in the build-up play a lot more than Kennedy was. And most of the time when he's down that side, he just shift over and nothing. Just passing it sideways. So yeah, for me, he gets a 4 for today. Awful performance from Callum Hudson-Odoi, and that guy just might need a loan. He just might need a loan just to, I don't know, have a change of scenery or something like that. So yeah, and move on now to the midfielder starting with Georginio. A very average game from Georginio as well, man. Like, he did nothing wrong, but I felt like he could have done better. Like, you saw how Reuben Loftus-Cheek today was, showing some of his passing ability, playing balls in behind, finding players in the pockets, getting out of certain situations. Now, Georginio today, I just saw a player that was just playing it safe every single time. The guy didn't take any risks. Defensively wasn't exposed a lot because we had most of the possession. But I've got to tell you, on the ball, poor today, man. And I just feel like his importance to the Chelsea team is really slow and starting to deteriorate and starting to decrease, in my opinion. And I think there's a chance he could go this summer, in my opinion. So, look, it wasn't the greatest performance from Jorginho today. I felt like he could have done a lot more on the ball. At times, I didn't even see him. That's how bad he was, honestly. So, again, nothing gained from Jorginho. Like, he didn't do anything bad, but it's not like I felt like he could have just done a lot more on the ball today, in my opinion, considering the amount of possession we had. But hey ho, it doesn't matter. He gets a 5 though. He wasn't the worst player on the pitch though, but he was awful, to be fair, in my opinion. I just could have done more. But yeah, move on now to Saul Niguez. To be honest, I'm gonna give him a 7 for today, Saul, because I felt like in the first half, I felt like he was our best player, probably alongside Rudiger. He was the only one on the ball trying to do something, trying to make things happen. He was trying to play a couple 1-2s, he was getting into the box and, challenging the keeper. He had 3 shots today, which, if I'm not wrong, was probably the most in the team because I don't remember Lukaku having 3 shots. I don't remember Timo having 3 shots. Maybe he did, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think he had the most shots in our team today. Obviously, the header, he was making some good runs into the box, arriving late into the box, showing that box-to-box midfielder role. He was showing his physicality, his presence, and it looks like he has adapted to the English Premier League and just to the way English football is played in general. Because I thought today was a test for him in terms of how could you deal with a Championship side who's arguably a lot more physical than the Premier League and Premier League teams. So yeah, I gotta say fair play to him. He done well. Although I did think in the second half, I think he decreased a bit in his performance and started to play a bit worse. He wasn't really playing many good passes and stuff like that. But in the first half, he was making runs in behind. He was getting into the box, and he scored a goal as well. So that also gives him good props. So yeah, he gets a 7 for that. I just thought second half performance was a bit poor. I don't know, maybe he was tired. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, he gets a 7. We move on now to the front three, starting from Mason Mount. Now, a stat came out saying he created the most chances for Chelsea today, and even though he did, sorry, it wasn't like his performance was great today. What's there to say about his performance tonight? He created the most chances, and players didn't take them, I guess. But at the same time, like, I don't know what it is with Mason Mount. Like, I don't know what to say. This one, I feel speechless. Again, another player that I thought for some reason was invisible in the game. Like, he did get on the ball a lot, but I didn't feel like he was doing really enough with it, despite the fact that he created the most chances on paper. But at the same time, I don't remember when those chances came through. Like, I must have just been blind when I was watching him today, because honestly, I didn't. What chances? I don't remember the chance that he created. Do you guys remember? Please tell me in the comments below which chances you remember him creating, because I don't. For me, he had a poor game. But the fact they created the most chances just baffles me a bit. I don't know. Was he on set pieces? Maybe that's the reason why. But overall, maybe he was the better out the front three, because I'll get to the other two. But yeah, at least, he worked hard and stuff like that. But there's not really much to say. He gets a 6. Timo Werner. Right, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Yes, he got 2 assists today, even though the first one really shouldn't count. That's not an assist. I mean, come on, man. That's a joke, that. And he got himself a goal today. All right? So he got an assist and a goal today. Fair play in terms of that, but he had an awful game. He was really getting on my nerves. I'm not going to lie to you. I was watching this game, knowing about the Abramovich news and stuff like that. I was just watching this game, just deflated, like, whatever, man. Like, I wasn't even gonna. I thought I wasn't even gonna celebrate a goal. In fact, I did celebrate the goals. But then when he was on the ball, for some reason, I don't know, he messed up, and I'd get really annoyed with him because he kept on doing it time after time after time again. His first touch is awful. The guy can't dribble. The guy can't pass, bro. He's an awful footballer. And I tweeted it, bro. Get a ticket for this man to go back to Germany, fam. Bro, Borussia Dortmund want him. Get him a ticket. Get him a ticket. I will buy a ticket for him to go back to Germany, fam. Nah, man, he annoyed me today, despite scoring, despite assisting. Great assist for the Lukaku goal, and good goal he scored himself. So that will give him the ratings a bit. But for me, awful game. If he hadn't contributed to the goals today, he probably would have been the worst player on the pitch. But for that reason, I'm gonna give him a 6. So yeah. And Lukaku, I mean, invisible most of the time. It was only Rudiger who was trying to find him. It looks like Chelsea don't understand him, and Lukaku doesn't understand Chelsea. This one I don't really need to speak much on. I'll give him a 6 as well. He did score the goal, but other than that, I saw nothing. There's no point really rating Pulisic or Vale, because, like, I didn't see too much when they came on, so I'll both give them a 6. Who else came on, bruv? It's like I forgot in it, but who else came? Reece James came on. I'll give him a 7. I thought he done well when he came on in terms of at least defensively. When they were starting to chase the game, I felt like Reece James's presence physically was very good. He blocked off, some of the players who were trying to get on the ball, and yeah, good defensive performance from Reece James. Gets a 7. Those 3 came on. Did anyone else come on? I don't remember anybody else coming on. Pulisic came on for Hudson-Odoi. Vale came on for Kennedy. Georginio came on for Reece James, but that is all I remember. So, yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And Tuchel can get an 8 as well. Lineup was good for me. Subs he made decent as well, so nothing else to say. But like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your player ratings down below. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys later for my Roman Abramovich video that I'm about to make tomorrow, because I'm recording this at night time. So yeah, I'll see you lot then. Peace.